I'd like to use our favorite word in this segment, yummy! Nothing says fall. Nothing says fall like pumpkins, so how about some pumpkin butter?
Yum! Grace Vallo of Tastefully Grace is joining us now to show us how to make it and also something to go with it. Hi, Grace.
Hello, guys. It's so great to see you.
Great to see you as well.
So, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not a big pumpkin person. I don't really like pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice lattes. I don't know what's wrong with me.
I did in certain ways. I totally understand. Yes.
Yeah, sometimes it's just too much, right? So I actually did have pumpkin butter at a brunch restaurant once, and I absolutely flipped over it. So I have to show you how to make pumpkin butter because it only takes like 20 minutes to make. There's so many ways to use it, and there's actually no butter in it at all. Pumpkin butter doesn't have butter in it. So let me show you what I mean. It all starts with some pumpkin puree. So I just bought a can of pumpkin puree in the grocery store. You don't need to carve out your own pumpkin. Pumpkin puree is totally fine. I have some dark brown sugar here, and you actually do need to add sugar into your pumpkin puree because it's actually on the savory side. There's really not a lot of sugar in pumpkin puree. And also the brown sugar is going to give it a really nice molasses taste too. That's really nice. I'm going to add some maple syrup in there, and that's going to give our pumpkin butter sweetness and a nice glossiness that's really, really pretty. And then I have some apple cider, and why not add a little bit of apple cider into your pumpkin butter? It's fall, apples are in season, you can get apple cider anywhere, and apples and pumpkin go just perfect together. And then I have some pumpkin pie spice, and this is all those warm fall flavors that we know and love. And you can just buy this pumpkin spice blend in the grocery store pre-blended. There's cinnamon, cloves, ginger, and nutmeg in there. I had to cheat, but all those warm spices. And then you just want to add a pinch of salt and just a little bit of vanilla extract. And then all you have to do is just mix this all together until it's nicely combined. And then you're just going to pop it in a little pot, and you're going to bring it to a boil, and then you're going to bring it back down to a simmer and let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so until it's nice and thick and rich and glossy and amazing. You're going to get this thick, nice butter.
Oh, that's awesome.
And it's so cool. It's only 20 minutes. It's awesome. And there's just so many ways of using this. One of my favorite ways is just right on a waffle. Serve it hot, put a little dollop on a waffle or on pancakes, and then you get that fall flavor. I also really like it in just Greek yogurt. If you want a more healthy way of eating it, you can serve it actually cold and just mix it right in. You can also put it in oatmeal in the morning too, if you like hot oatmeal. And then a really cool way of serving it is actually in salad dressing. So I have just some greens here, and all you gotta do is take just a dollop of your pumpkin butter and then just add a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You can tell I really like apple cider vinegar. I have a jug. And then a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, whisk it together and put it right over the greens. But my favorite way of all of eating pumpkin butter is on bread. This is how I originally had it, just on a nice crusty piece of warm toast. How good does that sound?
Love toast.
So it's actually so easy to make your own homemade bread, specifically beer bread, in just 1 hour. There's no kneading, there's no rising, none of that. So it all starts with some, you can either use all-purpose flour or whole wheat. I like whole wheat flour. You're going to add to it some baking powder, and that's going to help it obviously rise. And then some salt for flavor. And then all you have to do is just whisk it all together until all those dry ingredients are combined. And then this is the fun part. You pick your favorite beer. You can use whatever beer you want. I actually like pale ale because I think it's kind of, it's in the middle. It's not too assertive, but it's got enough of an oomph to it. You're just going to add the entire can of beer. into your dry ingredients. It's bubbling all over the place. And then you're going to add a little touch of honey. And actually, the honey is the most important part because in your beer, there's actually yeast. And so the honey is going to activate the yeast. And that's what's really going to help your bread rise and not be too dense. And then all you have to do is just mix it all together. Probably better to use a spoon, not a whisk. And you're going to get this amazing, rich dough. It's going to be nice and sticky. It's going to look like bread dough. And all you have to do is just pop it in a pan, and you can brush some melted butter on there if you want. And you're going to end up with this amazing loaf of bread, and you can put that warm pumpkin butter right on it and call it a day. Talk about a perfect fall breakfast or snack.
Okay.
We really wish you were here, Grace.
Yeah, Grace, you gotta start coming back in the studio.
Oh yeah, next time I'll be in the studio and maybe I'll bring some beer bread and some pumpkin butter.
That sounds really good right now at 3:41. Yum.
All right, thanks, Grace. We appreciate it. Great job.
Thank you. See you guys soon.
All right, see ya.
You can follow Grace on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. She is at Tastefully Grace, which is nice because you can rewatch those recipes.
Absolutely.